Okay, are we live? Hello everybody. Today gonna be playing this lovely Dome Keeper game. You might have seen the schedule and it might have said something about 3D modeling, but my brain is fried and I just want to play a fun game. I don't remember exactly where I found this game. Maybe an indie showcase or something. I remember playing the demo and really liking it. So when it came out, I had to get it right away. It was recently on a Steam sale, and it'll probably be again if you need to wait for a sale. But it's a nice, chill base defense. It's not a tower defense. It's more of a base defense and resource gathering, race against the clock kind of game. And there's a number of different game modes, so it's not always race against the clock. So I'm just going to start a new game here. Hopefully it won't resize the window on me 100 times like it did when testing, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So, let's play this and sit and chill. Okay. Oh, finished getting the stuff ready that I did not prep before screen. Sorry about that. All right. We are going to try the new game here. Okay, and I don't think I'll be too much in the way. I'll just shrink myself if I am. In fact, I will be in the way for part of it, so maybe we'll shrink ourselves a little bit. Where are we hiding here? We'll be small rusty today. Peek. There we go. We'll go hide down here. Shouldn't be too much in the way hiding way down here. So, how this works is you have your dome, and you also have your little guy who is behind my head here. Here he is. You mine, and you gather resources. There's two different kinds of keepers. That's you, little guy. There's the engineer and the assessor. The assessor is kind of like a mage, like a gravity mage. And the engineer is a guy with a mining drill, mining pick. I'm going to start off with this because normally I play with the gamepad, but the gamepad is on a different machine. So I don't want to try the more advanced keeper, the assessor, without a gamepad. Let's see, for domes we have the laser, the sword dome, the artillery dome, and the Tesla dome. Let's start with the laser, which is the one that you're seeing. In fact, it changes based on... Here we go. There. Okay. It gives you a little demo of what it looks like. The artillery dome is probably my favorite at the moment. Okay, let's see. Pet. You have a kiwi, or, yeah, dodo bird. Oop. This little guy. A snake. And cat. We'll go with the cat because everyone loves cats, right? The suit. Do I not have the Christmas suit? We'll go with the base suit for now. Well, we'll go with the suit for now. Oh, I wonder if that was just a limited time suit. Gadget. There's the shield, which absorbs some damage, as it says. Everything is as it says, of course. That's how reading works. Repellent. So how this works, like a lot of defense-y type games, is things come in waves. And what the shield does is the shield gives you that buffer, a shield. You know, absorbs some damage when the monsters are actually hitting it, attacking. The repellent delays the wave by a little bit, so it gives you more time to mine or mine and gather resources usually. The orchard is pretty neat. Plant a tree in the dome that grows fruits to buff your movement. So this will give you like speed and mining buffs, and it can also do some neat defensive things. My favorite's the shield because I get distracted and I don't run back up the base in time. So it gives you that little bit of buffer. End mode, Relic Hunt or Prestige. Prestige is there's like a leaderboard. I think they refresh it every month. You can get points, climb the leaderboard. It's fun, but this is a relaxing night for me because my brain is shot from coding all day. So we'll go with Relic Hunt. You have to find the relic buried deep and bring it back to your dome. Dome, let's just go with the laser dome for our first run. Let's see if I make it extra hard so that, maybe I'll make it extra hard so I have some problems. Okay. Check to make sure everything is okay here. Everything running fine. Everything running fine over here. All right. Let's do hard mode, and we'll start with a medium size. Maybe I'll get two runs out of it tonight. I'm not going to make any run modifiers, although automated defense is a favorite. You start off with all the automated defense upgrades, gadgets, and this gives you more time to sit and mine and drill for resources and do that kind of stuff. Depends on what kind of game you're looking for. If you're looking for a nice, just chill, kick back and just listen to the sounds, it's not a super hard game if you play it on the easier difficulties. Once you get used to it, of course. But maybe you're looking for more of a challenge, a race against the clock kind of thing. Then there's You Asked For It. And yeah, You Asked For It is, let's just say oof. I don't think I've beaten it on the larger sizes on You Asked For It. Alright, so let's start our run. We get a cool little intro here. Our dome is crashing to the surface. Okay, and just let me know if the audio is okay. You should hear fun little sound effects, like tap tap. And there should be some nice ambient music too. So these are some of the resources. Oops. And drag them back to your base. Then you can do stuff with them. Oops, oops. Again, I usually play with the gamepad. I probably should have just grabbed it and brought it over here. So I'm bringing the resources back, and I've lost my cursor. Come on, cursor. Dome Keeper. Where is my cursor? Well, that is interesting. Okay. I am not used to playing with this. I should have just grabbed it. Silly. There we go, now I have my cursor. I do not know why it disappeared, but it is super helpful. Okay, so what we have here is Hostility Proximity Meter. Tells you when the next wave is coming. Very helpful. We have Health Meter. We have Inventory Management with a side perk that we don't have to worry about at the moment. Down here, oops, down here behind me, I'm going to have to move my model. Okay. We're going to sit down here tonight, and let's see if I can flip myself. Camera 2. There we go. We'll hide down here tonight. Because the inventory screen is hiding over here. Oh, I just bought something. Game does funny things when you click off of it. Okay, so. Queue closes. Okay, so essentially we just bought the monster proximity meter, which is hiding down here, which I was blocking before. Nope, nope. Exit. And exit again. You get to learn the controls with me. Isn't that exciting, chat? So what we're doing is we're just, mining along. Oh, here's the wall, the solid parts of the walls. We're just mining along, gathering some resources. I think we're on normal difficulty. The more resources you carry, the slower you go. Because that's how life works. See my little monster meter in the corner is getting down to not much, so we are going to head back to the base. And go to battle. We got a little monster there came running at us, easily dispatched because this is early in the game, and that's the only reason. Okay, so what do we have here for some upgrades? We could upgrade our laser, which is nice. We could upgrade our special base power, and this time we chose shield. However, we are missing the water component. Or I should say, we are short on our water components. So I think right now, I would rather be able to mine a lot more. Okay, let's get back out of here. So this should make mining super quick. Oops. And what I like doing is I like making a long, deep tunnel straight down so I can fly right back up top to the base. Now you can only see the resources that are directly next to you, directly next to your tunnel that you're digging. So like say I go straight down, I'm not going to see all the resources that are hiding on the sides of the map. So one strategy is to go across like this, except miss just a little bit there. So one strategy is to go across, skip 2 levels worth, because this is all a big grid. Ooh, there we go. Got some water. Skip 2 rows, and then go across, because then you're not going to be missing anything. Okay, and we've got monster wave coming. Oh, and the slowest, most basic laser. Thank goodness we have a shield, huh? There we go. Okay. Thankfully, you can upgrade these kind of things. Let's see. Here is our laser. We can make it more powerful. We can make it faster, which might be a good idea right now. There. Just make that a little faster so we can swing it back and forth, see? Okay, now let's get out of our little command, like our little command terminal. So every time you start a new game, the map and the base, the planet, that's all randomized. So you won't get the same, or I should say you shouldn't get the same looking base too often. So sometimes it'll, sometimes the colors will be blue with, be a blue theme with purple squares, or something like that. Or the computers will look different. All the little variety. So right now, since we're in the first few waves of the game, I'm just going to go along and mine out the top of the map, starting going down lower and lower. There's different strategies. Like I could have dug down and then back to the middle. That would have saved some time. However, I'm very pokey right now, because I still have most, aside from the drill, I still have the starting equipment here. So, oh no, a flying enemy. There we go. Caught quick enough thanks to the newly upgraded movie laser part. I'm assuming that the upgrade has a name. What is the upgrade name? Nope, that's me. Move speed. There we go. That's super easy to remember. We're going to upgrade the shield right away. Ah, my cursor disappears while I'm in the map mode. That makes obvious sense. Ooh, what we have here is cobalt, which makes a cool clinking glassy noise. That is mostly used for base repair, or dome repair. It's not a base, it's a dome. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. And since we have a little bit of time, let's try that strategy of just going around snake style. Oh my. All sorts of resources here. And my next upgrade should be move speed, so I can carry all these goodies. Because right now about the max is 3. Because we're pokey. Oh, and you gotta keep a close eye on the monster meter. Otherwise it starts without you. Oops. Nope. Nope. Start the map. There we go. That was a close call. Oops. So our shield is down, so these are gonna hurt the base. We don't know how much yet because somebody didn't pay for the base upgrade. Here we go. There, now we know how much damage we're taking. And see the little triangle right here? That triangle is the cobalt. So right here, this will repair the base. Oops. Get me out of here. Okay, there we go. So let's go gather some of those resources so that we can actually get some move speed here. Because this is slow. Do we have enough now? We do have enough now. Oh, so much faster. So much faster. We're doing pretty good on our wave meter. So I think I will just gather some of these resources. Do a little cheat here. Let physics do the work. Alright. Now let's see how many trips I can make here before the next wave comes. Again, it's not super crucial at this level, but I would like to start upgrading some of our weaponry, and yeah, just in general. One more trip. Get a little bit of a head start on some of the things before we start getting too many waves into the game. Okay, let's get some upgrades. Whenever you're in this menu, it pauses it, so you can take your time to enjoy enjoy the menu. Okay, we are going to upgrade the strength of our laser. Sorry, I just had to take a sip from my beverage. Having a because I don't care, it's a school night. I'm an adult. So I'm having a lovely, probably getting close to expired beer from the fridge. Alright, now let's get out of this map. Q to close. And might as well hop right into battle mode. It will not automatically put you into battle mode. So you gotta be careful about that. Okay, our new laser is new and improved. One nice thing about the laser is it does a little bit of stunning. Oh no. It does a little bit of stunning along with damage. And all these things can, of course, be upgraded as you get more resources. Our shield held out that time, that's pretty nice. Hooray for lasers. Now if I upgrade the carrying capacity, I can more reliably carry more junk up. But you don't want to get too many upgrades at once, just across the board. Ooh, this is some kind of fun dome upgrade. It's a mystery until you bring it back. But these are always worth it to pick up, no matter what it is. Because if it really comes down to it, you can shred it for garbage. These are all fine things. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough. This is a tough decision here. Stun laser, one of my favorite add-ons. The resource converter gives you more resource, so in higher difficulties or larger maps, this will save your butt. Because you can convert resources to other resource types. So if you have just a ton of the, let's say we'll call it the building resource, which is the square. Square. Can I make squares? Squares. Hand tracking. Square. There, that's a pretty good square. Triangle. Aw. And a circle. Can I do a heart? Can I do a heart? Oh, it won't let me do a heart. Wait. There we go. That's for you, chat. That's a heart. Right there. Mwah. That was just for you. So, her hand tracking for the win. Okay, so I'm gonna go with stun laser because we are at I believe we're at a normal difficulty level. Can we upgrade it yet? D upgrades. Maybe. Let's see what it gives us for upgrades. Let's see. We can autonomy. This is nice. Activates when you are not inside the control station. So if you're sitting way at the bottom of your mine and you maybe forgot that the monsters are coming, because they do that from time to time, the stun laser will start going for you. Alright, what else we got? Area stun. Speed. And firing stamina. I'm going to go with firing stamina right off the bat, because the more often the stun laser can help me out, the better. Okay. Oops. Let's see if we can pick up any more. Time to pick up more resources. So let's just see if we can get a little bit of mining out of the way and run back home. Scurry, scurry, scurry. We float along in our little jetpack. Now the stun laser goes all by itself, as you can see it. It's moving along. Oh jeez. So yeah, a little Zerg rush basically. That's what that was. Little tiny guys. And as they get close to your base, they jump onto your base and just poof. So which StarCraft guy was that? The Baneling? It's been literal decades since I've played StarCraft game. I'm thinking maybe it was the banelings that were the ones that they run along and then they just go poof and explode. Do not recall. Okay, let me just play with the setting here. Do. There we go. All right. Now, we were going to take a drink. So originally tonight I was going to be doing some 3D modeling and setting up some props for this here fella that you're enjoying the stream with. But my brain was fried today, so I decided to put up a nice chill game and enjoy a nice tasty beer here. And amusingly, my hand tracking says I'm pouring it into the middle of my forehead. I guess it's just going to the paper feed tray up on top here. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Nope. We do not want to... Funny thing about just jumping into a game with a completely different controller, it's like you're playing it for the first time. Oh, we are going to go collect some of those resources. No sense in just leaving them laying around. Okay. So, with mouse and keyboard, you use WASD. And... left click picks up items, and right click drops them. I'm sure I would have learned that the easy way if I had read the little pop-up that was in the corner of the screen when I booted up the screen. So you can actually drag a whole bunch of things behind you, but they do slow you down, even if you have your carrying capacity beefed up. Let's see, one more run. Ooh. Should probably get the speed, some speed upgrades next. Because I'm not super fast. There we go. More of these little fellas. Stun laser does a good work at that. Oh, jeez. So how this usually works with the progressive waves is there will be a theme. No, they didn't catch everything. Okay, that was close. There will be a theme. So we've been getting just some basic flying guys and some basic running guys so far, and these little bitty fleas running along the ground that they jump onto the base and explode and cause damage. So my guess is we'll continue to get those three things until they add another to the mix. And then another and another. It's interesting. It'd be interesting to know how that is determined. Like if that's random, like if there's a random seed that every time you start a game, along with the layout of the resources, the colors, the type of planet you're on, like the weather and such. I wonder if it then lines up in advance what the waves are going to be. Like, do different planets have different ecologies? Or is that, where am I just imagining that? That'd be interesting to ask the devs or look it up. Let's see, we want more carrying capacity. So if you look at this one, this looks like a giant mushroomy kind of world. So I wonder if that makes a difference. I've been on worlds before where it looked very different than this, and there'd be like lightning storms and snow, and the flashes from the lightning would be really cool. Oops, nope. And there's a cat. Yeah, I love the cat. Oops, resume game. Tutorials. Tutorials. Alright, let's... Ooh, more cobalt. I'll try not to just chatter about, you know, what you can see obviously on the screen here. Ooh, how is the audio? Let me know if it's too loud. There should be some music too, but I'm not really hearing it, so I'm wondering if it's not piping in well enough. Maybe next round we'll crank it up a little bit. Definitely feeling the advantage of the recent speed upgrade here. Although we have some more difficult rock to blast through. Come on, Rusty, pay attention to the monster meter. There is indeed an upgrade that they added after launch. Let's see, I think it is this one. Yes, it tells you when to run back home. And this one tells you the best way to run back home. I imagine, I never use this one, but I imagine it'd be very helpful on long, very, very large maps. Where you just mine and mine and mine and mine. There are fun gadget not upgrades. There are fun gadgets you can add, like the stun laser. There's also things that help you out in other ways, like there's a elevator called the lift. So what it does is it automatically lifts resources up to the base for you, so you don't have to run up and down, up and down. There's also a teleporter, which teleports. And that is also super handy because then you can just zap yourself from your base down to wherever you were mining, and it'll scoop up resources and ship them back home too. Slowly, but you don't have to run all the way back up and down. There's also some hidden things in hidden perks, because they're not really a base gadget, but there's hidden perks that you can uncover sometimes and power up, kind of like relics. And one of them is a teleporter. It's really creepy looking, but let's see if we can find it this round. So there's things like teleporters and things that expand, like radar that expands your vision. There is a seed you can plant on a resource block that'll slowly grow that resource. You know, there's all these neat little things that they've added and thought of. So for being such a chill, just, you know, go grab the resources, upgrade your base, blast the things, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of depth to the mine. Depth. Do you see what I did there? Yeah? Yeah? No? Back before the pun police get to me. Oops, no, get back there, get back there. Actually battle this time. One birdie. Two birdie. So, one of the things that this game really reminded me of, especially with the flying enemies, is I am old, and I had an Atari way back in the day. You can get them for me? Thank you. Thank you, Stun Laser, for doing your part. So I had an Atari way back in the day. Picked it up at a garage sale long after the Atari was still a thing. And played games like Missile Command and Asteroids, Ms. Pac-Man. I still have my Atari. I will definitely... Ooh, what is that? I will definitely hook it up one of these days and stream with it. The Atari, I made sure it still worked recently. along with a Commodore 64, which was my family's. Let's see how we want to talk. Okay, which was my family's personal and business computer, Commodore business machines. So it was actually a legit office machine. And I had some games on that, some educational ones, some fun action games or hand-me-downs. Do you want this resource? No, he wants water because he's kind of circle-shaped. I don't think we have time to go hunt for more resources, so we'll go back up here. So to continue the story, I put tangents in the tag again, so you have to listen to my tangents. Or pretend to listen to my tangents. Yes, the tangents. So yes, after many, many, many years, I decided to retrieve, and hook up the old Commodore 64. It's actually behind me, not behind me on screen here, but behind me physically, and it runs great. I might spare you the details, or not details, the beauty of the monochrome green and black screen. I might not. I might point a camera at it and just, we can all bask in the green matrixy glory of the ancient monochrome monitor. Or I'll just use a capture card and bring it in here in full 8-bit color. I think it's 8-bit. But yes, relive my youth. Then I can use the tag actual hardware. Yeah, I've been watching a few Commodore or retro streamers who happen to also have Commodore games, and it's neat. Are they any kind of advanced games? Do they hold up to modern standards? No, but there's nostalgia, and some of them are really times in history. Whether you grew up with them or not, they're still nifty. We'll go with nifty. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. We have 3 and 6, which isn't gonna get us much for upgrades. Oh, 3, 6, and 2. I usually don't count the cobalt as an upgrade because usually you need it to repair your dome. Well, I think we're good. You out of there. Oop, nope. Get back in there. Oops. Come here. So yes, these guys definitely remind me of like Missile Command or Defender. Star Defender or Defender was another one. Try to defend the Earth from aliens coming down. There's always the classic Centipede too, which I think I have on the Atari along with 5 or 6 knockoffs. Oops. Keep out of there. Yeah, there was a rash of knockoffs for games like Asteroids and let's see, Asteroids, Missile Command, Centipede, tons of knockoffs, and I think if memory serves, that's what contributed to the video game collapse in the early 80s. Because there were tons of, let's say, indie studios making things, just bloating the market. Just flooding the market and kind of destroying it at the same time. Ooh, look at all this delicious cobalt. No, not cobalt. Iron. We'll haul some of it back and then come back a different way. Yeah, the game doesn't require a whole lot of explanation once you get the gist of it. It's more of just soaking it in. The atmosphere and different strategies, because there are strategies. Especially with how random your base gets. Based on different components. Ooh, on Earth. Ooh, and we're gonna be late. Late. I do think I need to turn up the music, though. It's a little quiet. It makes such a great little popping noise. Let the stun laser handle that one. This guy's a little tougher. It might be time to upgrade our main laser here. Oof. We have enough to do something, but this is where the balancing act comes in. Do we upgrade ourselves, or do we upgrade our defenses? You know, like our laser, our offensive. Do we upgrade our defensive? Do we do both? Because here is base health, which I don't think we need to upgrade this yet. We don't need to worry about quite yet. Zoom to the bottom here. I'm going to go grab those other resources and then make another flight for the top. Maybe we can upgrade our laser sooner than later. We're definitely going to need to upgrade our drill at some point in the near future here. A bunch of resources, but that is taking them all. There we go. Let's be more efficient about this. And my favorite activity when making these long runs up and down? So with the mage style of Dome Keeper, that's you. Oh, come on. Oh, boo. With the mage style, you don't always have to run up and down, which is handy. Because, let me tell you while we'll pause here. Sneak in here and do a laser upgrade while we are here. Ooh, and I have just enough for one of these. Let's see. So, you get to choose, because it's in this box. Yeah, it's a box. Because it's in this box, you only get to choose one of these upgrade paths. So we have the Electro Blast, which, electric fence, basically. Electric dome. Invulnerability. Makes your dome invulnerable for a shorter period of time. And Reflection, which is kind of like invulnerability, except bounces the stuff back and it lasts just a little bit longer. I always go for this one because you zappy them. And some of the it only works on melee. So if the monsters come to your base, start just going to town on it, you engage this and it zaps them for a short period of time. And it's fun. So the downside is, if you're using some of the automated things, you have to be in your base to use this. So if you're using the automated defenses on your playthrough, which it pretty much takes care of itself, you can focus on mining. That's not what we're doing here. But if you're in that style of playthrough, then this is useless unless you're actually in the base. So we're going to spend our hard-earned resources. Oh, and I was going to do this. Oops. Oh, we will wait till after the battle. I believe I just upgraded the lasers, so these guys should not be as much of a problem as before. Probably upgrade the stun laser next. Okay, let's see. There we go. Options. Need more. We need more audio. Cycles without music. Interesting. There's a soundtrack setting? Oh, that is neat. When playing with Keeper, only their respective tracks will play. I have never looked in this menu before. Huh. Let's see. Play tracks from the following Keeper, so these two, we're currently the engineer, no matter which Keeper is currently played. We are doing adaptive, which means it'll just, it'll play whichever Keeper you have, the engineer or the assessor. I assume at some point they'll add another type of Keeper. When I first started playing this, well, it was the demo, so before release. You know, I bet it was on like a free play weekend or something that I first found out about this. I was like, hey, that looks interesting. It was called Dome Romantique at the time, but my guess is they got in trouble with Dorfromantik, which is very similarly spelt. So I wonder if they got in a little trouble with that being too similarly named, even though they're very different type of games. My guess is the romantique part is just the nostalgia for a type of game. In this case, sort of Missile Command, along with I don't know, it's not really like Terraria or any of those. So I wonder what the if there's a nostalgia for, I don't know, Dig Dug? Either way, I thoroughly enjoy just ticking away at this and then, oh hey, look, you know, X amount of time has passed. Time has passed. Oh, we still need to forgot all about the guy in the top left. Okay, we need water for him and water for this one. More iron to upgrade our drill because this is slow. Found a tough patch there. Time is money. Guess anything up here. Nope. There we go. Okay, first we're going to go feed this guy. And I think, yes, he is a mysterious little robot helper. He's going to go gather up resources for us and drag them back to the base one by one. Super helpful. And we don't have time for that. Oh, I guess we only had one resource out. Oh, why are we zoomed way the heck out? Tab through all my windows here. There we go. I think we're the right resolution now. That is awesome. So the window loses focus. Okay, playing a window. So when the window loses focus, the window can see the game focus. How do I use my? There's the electro blast. So let's just pause here for a second. So when the game loses focus, but I didn't lose focus, I was in the menu, and I'm playing in windowed mode so that it captures correctly on my wide-ass monitor. So, let's see. When it gets focus back, it resizes the window to, it maximizes the window. I would definitely say it's a bug. I'll just have to keep an eye on it so I can send in a proper bug report. Oop. I don't think it's me just mashing buttons, but it definitely could mean me accidentally mashing buttons. My guess is that is a focusing error. There you go. That little helper dude's gonna come in. Little helper squid. It only costs us water. Very affordable. The round Nautilus shell-looking thing we just passed up. That's going to be some kind of base defense upgrade, like a relic. In the meantime, we're going to uncover some more resources for our little nifty little helper dude before we go running back home. Probably with that nice relic there. Coming handy. Let's see how much it slows us down. Oh, I can't wait to get the lift. That is definitely my favorite. The elevator that goes right up the middle. Because all you have to do is drop your resources in it. Okay, we have Dome Resurrection. Instead of being destroyed, your dome will heal completely and increase its structural health. Works only once. I think they changed that from last time. Works only once. So I think it was works once per wave. Oh, will heal completely. Oh, this must either they changed it in a patch or this is a different supplement. There was one that it would heal, I believe, once per wave, but only for a percentage. Okay, and Dome Hull Reflection. Improve the deflection of the dome to reduce projectile damage. Melee damage is unaffected. I'm going to go with that one. I don't like the idea of a thing that can only be used once. Okay, do we have enough for some kind of upgrade? Got, ooh. Let's see what it does right off the bat. We can improve our deflection. Ooh, damage reduction is always nice. Cost 5 cobalt though. Ouch. We're not really taking a lot of damage yet, so I might hold off until we can get a bigger drill. And since we can't go grab more resources anyways, I'm just gonna start the battle. Ooh, we're still very far. Probably upgrade the stun laser too while we're at it. But let's go grab some resources. Do 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 do. Thank you, Mr. Helper. Ms. Helper. Whatever kind of helper you want to be. Octopus robot, Ithilid robot helper. I don't know. It's a strange world we crashed into. I forget if the lore is that we are exploring, terraforming. I don't think it's that we just happen to crash. Like a certain other game that I'm quite fond of. 6? Let's grab 6. 6 slows us down a little bit. But yes, in Dungeon of the Endless, you crash onto the planet. Ooh, 6 definitely slows us down. And we grab some more resources. Play the dangerous game of chicken with the timer. Sure. 2. 2's better than none. 2 will get us a bigger drill next round. Electroblast. That is a handy upgrade. Okay, better drill. Ooh. Better drill, better speed. And we will probably be hurting for defenses and offenses for just a little bit. But look at how fast we are. Look how fast we can get destroyed. Oh man, that's nice. And speed affects our speed, weirdly enough. Yeah, this, the engineer definitely has a different playstyle than the assessor. Let's see how many pieces can I grab. Yeah, they definitely are different playstyles, because with the assessor you can put these in a gravity bubble and just shoot them up to the back up to the base through especially if you have a center column like this. Now he doesn't mine quite as fast, but you don't need to run scurry back home as often. You're wasting that time going all the way up to the dome and back down, like I just did. So I've been playing that one, I wouldn't say recently, but the last few times that I've played the game, that is what I've played. So it's a little bit of a shift coming back to the laser dome with the regular engineer. I'm definitely enjoying the nice chill until it's not super chill game here. Alright, so we already upgraded to the bigger laser, or the medium laser? To this laser. We can go for move speed. This is excellent, where it auto-corrects slightly, which is handy. This makes our electroblastier. But I think it's time we upgraded our stun laser. Let's see, we have more firing, harder firing, area stun, which leads to more area damage or stunning. We're going to go with that one, and right off the bat, I think we are going to... There we go. We'll stick with that for now. So our stunning will go longer, faster, and harder. And bigger, actually. But not moving fast. Okay, so this will be fun. It'll just tear right through those little guys. Warp. Go for the aerial attack here. Well, I do have damage reduction against the aerial attack. This guy... Very effective. Okay, I think we're good on offense and defense. We should definitely focus on getting more relics, which are the gadget. No, the relic is the final gadget. We should focus more on getting the little power-ups to the dome and resources. Now it's kind of a race against time. I'll come back to those once I clear a path to the center. Usually the gacha gods are nice enough to give you some kind of teleporter or resource moving power up. But they say, not today. Yeah, we're making good time now with the jetpack power-ups. I can lean back. I do not have leaning on my model, so you can't see me actually leaning back and forth except for my noggin. That was one of the things I was going to work on the next batch of Rusty upgrades. Ooh, speaking of Rusty upgrades, I'm going to work on Old Man Rusty, the actual flesh and blood, except not flesh and blood, robot, and I'll work on him this weekend. Major set of code updates. Library for you. Hold on. Focus using all of my late night brain power here. So I found some nice libraries for moving multiple servos at the same time. That might have seemed like I was doing that when moving Mr. Rusty around, but what it was actually doing is staggering the movement every frame. You know, you have your FPS, right? According to the little number on the top corner here, the game is running at 60 FPS. I believe VTuber Rusty is also running at 60 FPS. You on Twitch are only seeing me at 30 FPS because we don't have the greatest of bandwidth, and I'm not affiliate or partner or anything yet. But I'm not dropping any frames. So, Rusty, actual, Old Man Rusty, every frame that the software runs, it shoots off the updates. It says, okay, at the end of this frame, you have tilt your head and nod your head to these degrees, and maybe a blink or something. So send that command too. Package up that command, ship it off to the circuit board that's inside of Rusty's noggin. The Arduino that's sitting up there then gets that batch of commands, busts it apart and processes it, and tells all the components what to do in that order. So it'll say, oh, okay, tilt sideways this many degrees. Okay, and then tilt forward this many degrees. Then run the blink command, so it moves that servo or LED or whatever. That, it runs that. And then it waits for the next command to come through. Now it's going at 30 frames per second, so it's coming by pretty quick. However, it's doing it all sequentially. So I found a servo library for the Arduino, which is what Rusty runs on. Not this Rusty, the other Rusty. So what he runs on. And this will run them simultaneously. So my guess is that in that batch of time, it splits up the degrees. Like, we're tilting 15 degrees. Tilting down 10 degrees. So my guess is what it does is it splits up those degrees and kind of runs, okay, you go one, you go one, you go one, you go two, you go one, it splits them up. So it appears as if they're moving at the same time. Because it's still a computer, it can't all run at the same time. But it happens so fast that it appears to. So it'll process all these commands and run them all at once, which will make for more smooth movement. Also, it will ease the movement, which on something with mass, the weight, like a robot head that's running off of a little bitty servo motor, that's nice. Because before, it was kind of like jerky and it bounced a little bit on the movement, which looks fine for like an animatronic, but it's hard on the servos and the joints and such. So, what this code will also do is it'll kind of, like, let's say we're going from this side to this side. It could just go bonk, and then it'll, when it stops, it'll be a sudden stop, so it'll shake a little bit. With the code update, it'll kind of start slow, move fast, and slow down as it gets to the destination. Less wear and tear. So looking forward to that. That'll be a fantastic upgrade. Speaking of fantastic upgrades, how about that segue? Let's get some straighten my tie here. Let's get some upgrades going. What do we got for monies? We have 14, so we could drill even faster. Gurren Lagann style. Drilled to the universe. Yeah, the ending was lots of drilling. Much weird. And we upgraded our stun laser last time. So I think this time we could probably afford to... drill faster, harder. That was a nice segue, wasn't it? And we find another item right off the top. We need to find some resources before we go rolling all the way back up to the top. These things really slow us down. And let's see what it gives us. Probe. Adds a probe to your suit, which when triggered sends out a pulse. Reveals nearby resources. That's cool, but you know what's cooler? A teleporter. So you drag the end point of the teleporter wherever you want it. And then it saves you huge on travel time. If there's just anything at the destination, I guess. And one of the upgrades for the teleporter is that it grabs resources and sucks them through. Oh, jeez. We found the stingy part of the map. I think we have. There's gonna be a big oof here. Okay, let's go through the teleporter here. Make it back up to the base. It does take a couple seconds, unfortunately. I timed that poorly. There's a lot of crap going on. Oh, we've got these bomber guys. Oh, that's it? That's it. That wasn't too bad. The bomber... Nope. Come on, get out of there. 2 clicks. And, so, anyways. We can go back through to where we were. It does save time. There's an upgrade to take less time, because if you look at the monster wave meter over at the other side of the screen, it did take a little bit of time just to get over there. Oof. I think we are at the stingy part of the map. Ooh, maybe not. I do not yet have the upgrade to grab resources through, but I think that'll be a priority. I don't know, my little friend seems to be helping out quite a bit. Okay, let's see. No, you can grab pieces, it's cool. We're cool. Okay, we got tons of resources now, that's nice. Definitely gonna prioritize the resource grabber. Let's see what that looks like. Upgrades. Teleport resources. You can now teleport resources, but can't teleport you back. You can still teleport from the dome to the portal. So what this will do is, like it says, you can fly out to the teleporter, but you can't fly back. Well, it's still saving time. Definitely getting that. There is a way to... yeah, these are all definitely worth it for the upgrades. And this one lets you come back. That makes it bigger. This grabs more resources, which makes it actually worth it. And this shortens the teleport duration. Teleport anything you carry with you except for resources and large objects. So the large I assume that means unless you already unlocked the other one. So large objects are the gadgets that you drag back up to the base. Anything you carry with you, I assume that'd be any of the weird stuff you find on the map. It's oddly specific. If you look at the picture, it's just some spheres. There, finally make the laser go quicker. And since we're already here, might as well start the battle scene. Where's it coming from? Ooh, those guys. They are also exploding types, but they are less friendly. They hide underground, so you can't do anything about it. They'll still make the fun little balloon popping sound. I think we saved ourselves from them. However, our base is not looking so great. So we will repair once. And I'm gonna get this base upgrade the next time. Pay no mind to the little creepy crawlies here. They're for ambience. Should do a RP version of this sometime. That'd be kind of fun. I should really do a kind of an RP-focused playthrough of Dungeon the Endless, too. And tell the stories of the characters actually interacting, fun stuff like that. Ooh, and now I have to run. Let's just grab one. We don't have time for much. Run! Okay, let's see. The upgrades. Oops, let's get that one right away. There, now we have more base health. So we can prepare for our battle. Oh no. So the automated defense is not always super great at choosing targets. So we'll see how they do. Especially since we split our difference between very difficult and not so very difficult. This is not you asked for it difficulty. D, upgrades. Let me answer a text here. While I'm answering the text, might as well sadly finish off my beer. All right. Now, we are ready to go. Do we need any of these other upgrades at the moment? We could risk it. We could risk it. All of our cobalt. Put all of our cobalt in one basket here. There we go. Put all of our cobalt in one basket and get this improved deflection upgrade, which is quite nice. 40% damage reduction from those flying pests. However, it uses up all our triangles. Maybe I'll just call them by their shapes instead of their proper resource names. So I think our next upgrade we should save for is either the move speed, so we're not so pokey, or the more powerful cannon, or laser, not cannon technically. What else we have? We have the double laser, which puts one on each side, so that would take care of those pesky guys flanking us. More power. Faster move speed. Dissolve projectiles is pretty neat. So any of that stuff coming flying at you, it can be super hazardous from some enemies. Let's just let's go into nothingness. We should also keep our eye on upgrading our Electroblast. And see, there's so many things to upgrade and so few resources. They make you think about it sometimes. So, where's our stun damage? Ah, area damage. So this does actual damage when it stuns. This makes our stunning more larger, more efficient, so you can capture more enemies in it. I'm going to hit that right now, and... Oops. I boo-booed. Should have got the resource cooldown so we can grab the resources faster. Decisions. Hey, we get those upgrades now. The damage reduction. Projectile damage reduction upgrade. Drag all these over here for teleport. Oops, that. Oopsie. Okay. We'll drop this at the bottom so we can actually get the resources there. Well, I think for now I'm just going to drag as much as I can to the middle. The physics are kind of fun. And annoying when they don't work to your advantage. Just like real physics. Still do... Oops. Oh, that, like that. I don't use the real physics to my advantage often enough, I think. Okay, so... let's grab a few of these so we can fly up at a high velocity here. Let's upgrade that teleporter right away. cooldown is now significantly less. Almost a third of the time. Math. Okay, there's one flag. Oh, we could have upgraded. Projectile reduction. Too much of a problem this round. But before we forget, ta-da! We can get even more health if we want to. So this will be working significantly quicker. Okay, we didn't. Just make sure we didn't leave anything behind. Oh, those goodies. Another one of the fun things we don't have in this run, this playthrough, is a creature called Drillburt. What Drillburt does is he drills. So instead of you having to go tap, 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 tap all the time, he'll go through and, pending his upgrades and everything, of course. These are heavy. Pending his upgrades and everything, he will go through and mine for you. He's a handy little critter. I probably didn't need to come up so quick. He's a handy little critter, and he just automatically clears out the mines for you. Not the greatest, because he takes a lot of breaks and, falls asleep, so you have to go wake him up. But you can give him little Drillburt treats and little power-ups, intelligence, so that when he hits the wall, he'll actually turn around and walk the other way. Little things like that. He's a fun little guy. There's a mode, one of those options at the very beginning menu screen. There's a mode for Drillburt mode. And I think you can get unlimited Drillbirds. You have to unlock them, of course, with resources. But you can have a whole bunch of them scurrying around there. It's a fun variations that you can try. Okay, wow, we have tons of squares. There, I called them by their shape this time. That may be the art major that I am. Okay, so we've got faster move, better move, or more powerful. I still think we should hold up and save up for the more powerful blaster. Oh no. Automated defenses. Okay. Thankfully, plenty of damage reduction against these enemies. There we go. See what I left over here. So we haven't even gotten a hint of where the relic, the final thing you're supposed to capture, unearth and bring up to your base. It looks like the other gadgets, except there's a lot more to it. Oops. There's little nodes that you have to unearth and then power up. before you can unlock it and then bring it all the way back up to the base. We have not found that yet. What is this? Ooh! Just got a little power up. Yeah, that's nice. A magic mushroom. Ooh, and some much harder stratum here. It's a good thing we found the power when we did. That's taking a lot of thumps. We might have to upgrade the drill before we upgrade our laser. I'm keeping an eye on my wave detector. It says I better get my butt over there. Sadly, without stockpiling resources in the teleporter. Okay, upgrades. Upgrade the laser. Yes. Oh, hey, we can upgrade something else while we're at it. Okay, more teleport. What else we got? We have more stun. Damaging stun, bigger stun, stun strength. Let's go stun strength, and what have we got for shields? No, we can't afford any of that. Let's just stick with this for now. Sometimes it's good to not spend all your resources at once. Now, oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful laser. Oh, jeez. Scary way. Too scary ways. Too scary ways of annihilating my shields. Man, that laser does work. Oops. No, we came through fast enough. Okay, we're gonna need to fix our dome. It'll fix automatically thanks to this automated dome repair, but I don't know. One done right, you do it yourself, right? Okay. Take that. Leave him down there and go grab all those resources and drop them away. See if we can use physics to our advantage here. Hey, it worked. I don't know if we're going fast enough to try that again. Nope. Maybe. But yeah, surprised we haven't found more relics. Considering that we're still in easy mode. Or not easy mode. Second easiest mode. Okay, we found more of the gadget. Oh, looks like we're getting to the bottom of the map. I think we chose medium? Medium or large map? The ultra size, I believe. Massive. You absolutely need a teleporter. And maybe a lift. Oh! So, this is a node that leads to the relic, the final thing you're supposed to find. So that means it's somewhere on this side of the mines. We have a hint. We can still keep digging wherever we want, but the end goal is hiding over on that side. So I'll probably move teleport over there, for one thing. Okay, what have we got? We got 19. That's a nice big number. Let's there. Get that and oops. That's not what I want. I can click. Let's do some damage while we're there. Oops. That scary guy right away. That's it. I'm gonna have to play on a higher difficulty next time. Move our teleportation station. I think we'll wrap this up. Looks like our resources are all wrapped up too. Okay, see this little power line here? Little glowy, pulsating line? Somewhere over here. I can click on the teleporter and go back home. So the relic is hiding somewhere over here. But there are probably other little nodes that we have to power up. Sometimes there's just ambience like this stonework in the background. Looks like it's right here. That's where all the little power lines are going. I'm not going to be able to make it this way. Especially since there's other power lines that need to be uncovered. Oh, but mostly because I need to fly as fast as I can back up to my base. Go, 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 go. Oops. Okay. Man, this big laser does work. Brutal mode. Because this is not brutal enough. Alright, where were we? Just in case we don't uncover everything this turn. Was that it? That was it? Oh! I spoke too soon. Ta-da! Let's take a moment as we wrap up this playthrough. The beautiful pixel artwork. Now granted, most of it's like purpley hued. As we go up, it becomes cooler, but yeah, little pixel dudes. He just hid from me because I was coming too close. Little particle effects from my jetpack. Little moss and lichen or whatnot. It's just, it looks cool. The background. Oops. You're not paying attention when you should be battling stuff. Okay, this guy. Big bad enemy. Now, we aren't building those because we got the relic, so we don't have to worry about that. But we get bonus quick points for defeating it without using the relic. we still won. Hey, this is the first game I've beaten on stream. Go us! Alright, so we survived 24 waves, played for 50 minutes. Really? It's not counting pauses, because we've been streaming for an hour and a half. Let's see, 147 monsters killed, 750 blocks. Wow. Medium-sized map on hard difficulty. So next time we're going to bump it up to brutal, which is I think it goes easy, hard, brutal, and you asked for it. I think those are the difficulty levels. And then medium map size. This little tour. We didn't uncover a whole bunch of oddball stuff. I assume that comes with bigger maps. So what we did uncover for oddball stuff is we got our little robot friend way up top there. A little resource fetcher. Well, this is cool. I haven't played in a while. This is pretty cool. And we uncovered a little speed booster right here. We didn't do anything in this whole area. I bet there's another gadget hiding in here somewhere. And there's the relic. Our little teleportation. Oh, that was a fun game. It was fun to just sit back. Normally I have a controller and we just tap, 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 tap. Just float on through. Alright. Show finish. Let's go back to main menu. Next time, I might play on my new favorite map, or my new favorite combination. Artillery Dome. And maybe the Assessor. Look at that preload there. Though, playing the Assessor might be a little something to get used to. I think I'll just grab my controller next time. Shield's fun, Orchard's fun, Repellent, not really my playstyle. I think the Repellent is really good for if you're doing the Prestige mode, where you're trying to get as much resources up to the surface as possible on a playthrough, because the Repellent will delay the monsters, will delay the waves, so you have more chance to run around and grab resources before the monsters come. But I like the Shield and the Orchard. I assume they're going to be adding another one. But for now, we're in Outboard. We're going to leave it here. Thank y'all for stopping on by. I hope to stream again tomorrow. If I have enough brain power, and the end of the week isn't too draining on my noggin. Maybe we'll do the 3D modeling and prop creation tomorrow. I want to add in my my currently invisible coffee mug / beer stein. Got to add that in. And I was thinking of maybe a headset. I started the headset at one point, but I'd like a headset, and then I can do the something like a Xbox microphone redeem, where I go into super just awful audio and just be like, psh, hey, can I take your order? Something like that. Means I have to find some voice plugins too. So we'll see how far we get tomorrow. The next version of VTuber Rusty will have all the blend shapes plugged in that we worked on. Oh, it was almost 2 weeks ago now. So I'll have better eye movement and mouth movement, so it actually looks like I'm talking. And I'll be able to do the smirk, where you move your mouth from side to side and it does that little smirk thing. when I'm this small on the screen, it doesn't really doesn't really show in. But there's a bunch of small improvements that I made to the model in the last few streams. I think the VODs are still up. Maybe. Not sure if the VODs are still up. But I'll eventually compile them all and put them on YouTube. So, but for now, I'll hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.